Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hong Kong Student IT Conference 2017. We are the MC of today. This is Bertha and he is Ken. To commence the ceremony, may we invite Ms. Clara Lim, the President of Hong Kong Student IT Conference 2017, to deliver a welcoming speech. Ms. Clara, please.
Good morning, I'm Clara. Thanks all for coming today. And first of all, I would like to give a brief introduction about Hong Kong Student IT Conference. So, SITCON is established in Taiwan in 2012, and Hong Kong Student IT Conference is started in 2015. SITCON Hong Kong as a student-oriented conference see the local IT students as the core of our event. Since we realized there are too little student IT conferences in Hong Kong, and the local IT conferences are mainly for IT professionals, in which the content may be too difficult for students and the tickets may be pricey. So Hong Kong Student IT Conference as a stepping stone, in which we provide a lower entrance for students to know more about IT. We see ourselves as a channel between Hong Kong IT students and IT industry in order to nurture the IT talents of the next generation. So this year's theme is Exploration and Innovation. Exploration stands for to explore different fields in IT industry, especially for data science and front end for this year. And for innovation, we encourage students to integrate their knowledge in different fields with information technology. For example, this year we have FinTech and two-spot physics experiment. So let me introduce the organizers. First of all, we have us, the SITCON Hong Kong community. Then we have Hong Kong Joint Universities Computer Association. And last but not least, the City University of Hong Kong, which provides us this venue. So let me introduce the supporting organizations. We have Hong Kong Creative Open Technology Association, Open Source Hong Kong, Hong Kong Linux User Group, and SITCON. Also, thank you for all the sponsors. We have Microsoft as our diamond sponsor, Hybris and Top Korea as our bronze sponsor, and last but not least, Scandi for our general sponsor.
Thank you, Clara. So, may we now invite the Honorable Mr. Charles Peter Mok, JP, the current Legislative Councillor for the Information Technology Functional Constituency, to deliver the opening speech. And Mr. Mok, please.
Thank you. I always like people introducing me as the current IT legislator, because that reminds me that maybe I'm not going to be in this job forever. Well, you know, this morning is a holiday, right? It's a public holiday, so it's great to see so many of you, especially young people, students, coming to SITCON to try to find out more about IT. But you know, before coming here, actually I already did one thing, which was not about having breakfast. But actually, I met a friend this morning, because my friend, I borrowed from him a DVD so I could watch at home. Because I don't know how many people realize that in fact, there's a movie that will be coming out very soon. It's called Blade Runner 2049. How many people have noticed? No. Harrison Ford. You know, the original movie, because I want to make sure I can remember the original story before I watch the sequel. The original movie came out in 1982. 1982, and whether you can find a legal way to watch the movie, I don't know, but other than getting a DVD, but I really think that it's a great classic that you should watch. One of the best science fiction movie in the 80s, 1982, before you were born. But why is that year at least important to me? The reason is because actually 1982 was the year that I actually decided that I should study computer engineering. I went into IT. That was the decision I made 35 years ago, long time ago. And the reason at the time I could tell you was that there was no reason. Because sometimes today, younger people are so much smarter and they are able to try to plan for their future. But imagine, in our generation, when I decided that I should study IT, there was no reason. I never really used a computer before I went into university, and then I saw, oh, this is a computer. We never touched a computer before. Today, all of you have been, basically almost using your smartphone or your computer, like many of you are still doing now, for almost since after you learn how to write or read. So you grew up with the technology, but we didn't. But I think it's good to really try to understand what you are going into. But for us, in our generation 30 years ago, I think we really didn't know. But I think we were lucky. I was lucky that I made that choice. Because if you really have to think about what is going to be a field that is exciting, that's ever-changing, that there are always new things to learn, and there are always new opportunities, then technology must be the best area, because we have a lot of problems that are brought on by technology, but we also have a lot of opportunities, and this is not going to change. That is the best part about it. I think in the last 30 years I've learned a lot because technology keeps on changing. We started learning the very basic algorithm, database, and so on. We even, 30 years ago, I took courses in artificial intelligence. So what happened? Nothing really happened until now, right? So, but I could tell you that many of the theories that they were thinking about with artificial intelligence, expert system, even machine learning today are basically the same. But because of the ever-changing technology and faster hardware and software, all of the dreams that were made 30, 35 years ago became realities today. And imagine some of the things that you cannot do today, maybe in another 20 years, they will be totally possible. But I think another challenge that we face is, of course, the speed of change is very big, it's very fast. So it's going to be a big challenge to all of you that you have to adapt very quickly. And it's not just about technology, because another thing that I have seen in the last 30 years is that we have to learn a lot more than technology. We have to learn about law. We have to learn about marketing. We have to learn about psychology. Because all these kind of things are so much related to the use of technology. And to make sure that the technology are utilized the best, and also to make sure that we don't cause society other problems that we didn't intend to cause. So anyway, I think today is a great opportunity for you all to have a chance to listen to many of the young experts to share with you and to learn about some of these new things. Data science, we talk about Hong Kong needing maybe at least many thousands more data scientists, but we just have very few and not enough. How do we get those people? I don't want the solution to be purely just talking about, importing from elsewhere. We have to start with our universities, people who are here, people who are studying here, whether you're local or you are international outside of Hong Kong, because you know Hong Kong. I think this is a great opportunity for us to really start with our own talent. And I hope today will be a good start, and the organizers can continue to do this every year, and hopefully we'll have a bigger and bigger group to come and listen, to share, and in a few years, hopefully you will come back and share with your next generation about the opportunities. So thank you very much, and I turn the time back over to the host. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mark, and Mr. Mark, please stay. Please stay. Yeah. May we now invite Clara, the President of SITCON Organizing Committee 2017, to present the souvenirs to Mr. Mark as a token of thanks.
Thank you.
And let's introduce our guest speakers for today. For our morning session, they will be Mr. Wong Wen Leung, Mr. Dick Tang, Mr. Johnny Chu, Ms. Rachel Liao, and Ms. Claire Chow.
And for the afternoon session, we will have Ms. Daisy Cremonita, Ms. Angeline, Ms. Chiu Yu, and Mr. Theo Lau, Mr. Wong Hoa, Mr. Gary Wong, and Mr. Sebastian Portugal, and Maxwell. So we are so glad that we have you all invited to share your knowledge and expertise to us.
And in order to facilitate a smooth arrangement for today's event, we would encourage all of you to turn your mobile or any electronic devices to silent mode. For this lecture theatre, you are not encouraged to eat, and refreshments are ready outside the theatre. So if you want to eat, please do so outside the theatre.
So please note that there are some session arrangements we would like you to pay attention to. So first, dual track or multiple track sessions may apply. So please kindly pay attention to the announcement or ask our staff for details. And also, you should have registered online before joining the hands-on Microsoft workshop about Machine Learning Studio, held by Mr. Delon Yao at 3:30.
And as you are aware that there are several booths outside, which are the Hong Kong Creative Open Technology Association, Hong Kong WordPress User Group, Microsoft Hong Kong Limited, and Free Hong Kong Funds, Hypebeast and Top Korea. And there are also game booths. But before the gaming, you must check in the reception, which I believe all of you have done so, and finish all the games in each booth. And show your Eventbrite QR code for scanning in order to claim your gift at the gift counter.
Talking about gifts, so may we please remind those who have registered early bird tickets to go to the gift counter after 10:05 to claim your gift. So during the break time, refreshments are provided outside the open area, but please do not eat or drink in the lecture theatres and workshops. Thank you.
And last but not least, you are highly recommended to hand in the questionnaires to the staff at the gift center, as those who hand it in can participate in the lucky draw on the later session.
So may we now gather at the center of the audience seats and to take a group photo to kickstart the event. So yeah, cameraman. Hi, cameraman. Yeah. Cameraman. Yeah. So we will shoot the photo from here maybe. Yeah. And so please be patient. Yeah. So sorry for the inconvenience we have caused. Thank you. Yeah. Perhaps our cameraman is not ready yet. Maybe. Yeah.
So everyone gather to the center and bring a big smile.
Okay, attention here.
Okay, 1,
Wait.
2, okay.
I'm
I'm way too excited.
You want to come close a little bit. Come to the center, please. Thanks. And this side too. Okay.
How many?
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay, attention here, please. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
So thank you, cameraman. So after. So after taking the photos, so now we will move on to our keynote section. And in this keynote, Mr. Wong Wang Ngang will give a brief introduction to Hong Kong IT industry, including the integration of business knowledge and programming, so as to help students to sketch the career path. Our speaker, Mr. Wong Wang Ngang, is the chairman of Hong Kong Linux User Group and has worked as a software engineering in